What's going on, YouTube? It's James with ChiHammer Fantasy Battle Reports, and it's here, guys. It's finally here. We got Ocon 2017. Now, guys, I've been looking forward to this because I've been practicing a hell of a lot. Way too much for any normal individual, but I'm James. I am ChiHammer. I'm obsessed with playing this game. So, I've been ready for this. I've been waiting for this day to come, and it's another tournament, and I got my army ready. I got the freaking idol ready. I got everything going on, and I'm looking forward to making these battle reports for you guys today and this week and the next week whenever I finish these damn battle reports. Anyways, I got my first game, and honestly, I had a lot of fun because I played a lot of opponents that I normally don't play, or I've never played, except for Fergus. I played Fergus round 3. Anyways, the one thing about this tournament that I don't normally get on my other tournaments is we were able to see the list ahead of time. And since we had a nice 4 to 5 hour drive on our way from Chicago to Ohio, I was able to look over those lists with a fine tooth comb to see what everybody brought. So it kind of gave me an idea of how I would approach certain lists before I even got to the table, which was really fun. Actually, it was a lot of fun. Actually, being able to just go there and be ready for this, for the opponents in the tournament. The one thing I really appreciate out of Jeremy and Andrew's tournament was they actually printed out everybody's army list for you, so you didn't have to trade army lists and stuff. It was all on one packet. You could look through the packet and find your opponent's stuff right then and there, printed in very easy print to see. Anyways, let's go over what I brought. Let's go over what my first opponent is. My first opponent is Robert. What the hell is his name? Phillips? I want to say it was Phillips. Let me look. Yep, Robert Phillips, and he brought out a Sylvan elf army. So we're gonna go over what we have here on the table and go from there. So for magic, I got the Ruby Ring of Ruin, I got the Cascading Fire, I got Immolation, I got Flaming Swords, and I got Enveloping Embers. As you can see, this is my army list here. I got in the center right here, I got my big block of 37 common goblins. I got that unit filler that I was starting on that video in there, and I got my Shady Gits, I got my 3 Shady Gits, I got my Goblin Shaman, Baxter, the Pyromaniac, and I also got my BSB Bazooka, the Long Shot. Now, in all honesty, this unit right here, it is one of my favorite units that I have right now, just because they just sit back and pick and pick and pick at people. And if you add up all the points together from this unit, I'm pretty sure together they just rack up probably the most points out of my whole army. But I usually combine total, I kind of separate Baxter from the group because Baxter's damage is a little bit different than the unit's damage. Obviously, Baxter could jump from unit to unit. Over here, I got Fluffy, the Wolf Chariot, and I got a unit of 30 common goblins with, or cave goblins with bows and madgets. I got another unit of 30 cave goblins with bows and madgets. I got the big man himself, the mammoth, the giant, the behemoth, the idol of chicken, and he is finally complete with the chains of chicken. I was saying that I was going to call him Ruckus in the last video, but me and my brother were talking on our road trip, and we decided to change his name to Crom. Somebody said I should call him Arnie and do the honor voice every time I talk about him, but I'd rather call it, we were talking about Conan, but I don't feel like he's Conan, so we started talking about the Sword of Crom, and that is the god that Arnold curses. Curse you, Crom! So that's what he is. Crom. He is Koopa's Rancor. I have a million names for this guy already. That's how much I like how fat this guy is and how much he does. That he has so many names. But Crom, the idol of Gork, the great green idol. Over here, I got 2 skewers. I got my Dragon Rammer. I got King Koopa. And King Koopa's coming out. Look at him. Freaking all fancy with all his new gear and stuff. He's all happy. He's like when Gandalf came back white. He was like, I got all this high level shit now, man. Oh man, and then here's my 30 Iron Boys. I call them the Iron Boys because they are my guys. That's why. The 30 Iron Boys with General Juggertooth in the middle. Juggertooth, and these guys are ready to fight. Over here for my opponent, his whole list, I'm going to go over his whole list, but it's not really what you're seeing in the pictures because I am, whatever, let's do it. He has an eagle here, he has 3 thicket beasts, he has a unit of 15 dryads, whatever, however you say it, okay? He has a giant block here of 30, like 28 forest rangers. Now these guys do have like great weapons. They're pretty tough. They're pretty strong. They have the flaming banner, I want to say. What do they have? No, they have Amaryllis's banner, which whatever that does. I don't know what Amaryllis's banner does. Anyways, well, since I pulled up his list right now, his Forest Prince has Divine Icon, Sprout of Rebirth, Sacred Spear of Cadron. The Chieftain has the Dragon Helm, a Flaming Standard. They do have a flaming banner. And Forest Guardian. He has a level 4 of Druidism, which I never got to the Druid because he's chilling in the back with the other unit. He has 2 units of Forest Guards, 15 of them. Then he has a bigger block of 22 Forest Guards. He has 2 Eagles. He has 2 units of Thicket Beast. He has a Tree Father, which is showing off her Kadunk, which I'll pull up that picture really quick. And he, yeah, there it is. And then he has a unit of War Dancers. Whew. It's an all close combat list. There's no pew pew in the army, and I was actually kind of surprised about that. I was kind of looking for the pew pew, where like, where's those pathfinders or whatever. The one thing about Sylvan Elves is they are definitely susceptible to fire, but I did not get Scorching Salvo, or did I? No, I did not. I did not get Scorching Salvo, so we're to see how this goes. Anyways, I believe he started dropping his army. He dropped first, and then he was going to take the first turn. If not, I dropped my army, and I said he could take first turn. Either way, I was going to let him take first turn because he needs to get in my range to shoot. Here's the deployment. Basically, we're playing Classic Battle Line. We're playing... no, we're not playing Classic Battle Line. We're playing Counter Thrust. That's what it was. We were playing Counter Thrust, so we were switching back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. As you can see, my Chariot's in the middle. My Chariot does this in every game because I want to clear out an 18-inch bubble. Like, I want this space. Give me some space here. So I put the Chariot up, and then I move everybody kind of behind the Chariot, so that way I got space to shoot, and I could figure out my matches, and it forces my opponents to get smushed back more, back to a normal deployment scenario. So everybody's kind of 18-inch bubbled away from each other. There's one rock in my way, and I normally don't deploy like this with this army, but at the same time that rock was kind of in my way, so I deployed both goblins on one side, and then I put my black orcs and my common goblins behind them. I got the right flank controlled by Koopa, the Rancor, and the chariots, and that's how it looks. I left my bolt throwers way out to the left because I figured I could try to shoot the Tree Father or one of the Thicket Beasts, but if they don't really do shit, they really don't do shit. They never really do shit, okay? So that's how he deployed. He deployed, obviously, in his forest because he doesn't want to take all the bow shots and stuff like that, so he gets cover. And, yeah, his Tree Father on this side. Anyways, he moves up. He decides to move up, and it's going to go ahead and start off his turn. And magic, he got, like I said, he has Druidism. He goes ahead and gets off, like, I think Stone Skin. He puts it on these guys, and I'm just like, oh, that's fine. I'm just not going to shoot these guys this turn. And it's going to go ahead and start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 1. Orcs and Goblins turn 1. I'm like, well, those guys are really not that far. They're really not that far. I think I need a 9 on Swift Stride with the Wolf Chariot. So I'm going to charge the Wolf Chariot into his spear block. Now, yeah, it's spears. Yeah, he'll fuck me up. I'm fucking a chariot. But the way I looked at it was this. I charge in. If I get a good number on the impact hits, I'll kill a whole row. Maybe 2. Maybe I'll live. Maybe I won't. Who knows? But it still will become a pain in the ass. Well, I failed the charge. Didn't even matter. Okay? And I ended up becoming chaff in the middle of the table. Which I was like, I guess it works either way. As you can see, I moved up Koopa to the right. I moved the Chariot and Crom right by that Elf Tower. And then I move up the Black Orcs and the Common Goblins. I kind of move up everybody, really, more or less, except for the Cave Goblins. Magic Phase got 8 power dice. I go ahead and I do an immolation right in the middle of the field because I don't want him to, if he does charge the Wolf Chariot, he's going to take nasty damage. So I'm totally okay with that. The attribute, I end up killing off 2 of these Forest Rangers. And then, let's move this wire. The wire's making noise. And then I go for the big spell. I go for the Enveloping Embers. I throw 4 dice at it, and he doesn't stop it. He doesn't stop it. It goes off, and it just, I love this spell so much, especially against these pointy-ear bastards. I just burn off like 8 to 10 of them. Holy crap. It was just brutal. It was brutal. And And yeah, that's just the way I start off the game nowadays. I just love burning pointy ears. And he was kind of like, oh shit, that kind of hurt. I go ahead and I throw up a cascading fire onto the Rancor, onto Crom here. And then I do the attribute to kill off another one of these guys, and that was a very successful magic phase if I don't say so myself. Shooting phase. Let's go ahead and shoot these guys, Bazooka and the Horde, into his frickin' Rangers, and I kill off 4 more. Oh god. Oh my god. I'm hitting on 7s, but it's just 18 shots because I moved and shoot. You know, hitting on 7s, kill off a couple. BSB always hits on 4s, kill off a couple. And oh my god, he was just like, that really sucks. It really just neutered his effectiveness of this unit. And it's going to go ahead and start off his turn. Sylvan Elves turn 2. Sylvan Elves turn 2. He's going to charge into Koopa here. And it was a pretty far charge. He doesn't have Swift Stride, so I stick. I hold. He doesn't make it. Okay, then he charges here into the Wolf Chariot, and I'm like, I'm going to stand and shoot. I go ahead and I stand and shoot. Doesn't kill one, but I stick, and he fails that charge as well. It was a pretty far charge. I think he needed like a 10 or something, or 11 on non-Swift Stride. And again, if he would have got in, that's fine. It was a free unit for me to eat with my Black Orcs. So, Magic Phase, he got double 6s. And he's going to go ahead, and again, he has Druidism. I don't remember all his spells. I don't have pictures of the cards or anything like that. So he goes ahead and he gives these guys Toughness. That's all I really remember. I know he did get Stone Skin up because he was just like, I don't want you killing these guys this round. And it's going to go ahead and start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 2. Orcs and Goblins turn 2. He used this Eagle to chaff, but Crom is charging in. I'm like, I got impact hits. I got freaking couple attacks. I got devastating charge. I'm going to go ahead and just kill this fat son of a bitch here. Or the fat son of a bitch is going to kill that bird right there. So he charges in. But you know what? Look at this. This is the beauty of it. I'm charging... we moved Crom just to see if I had enough room for the chariot to fit, which he does. So I charged both chariots and Koopa into that freaking ranger block, or whatever it is, not rangers, the spearman block. I'm just like, go for it, Koopa, you fat bastard. The dragon rammer and Fluffy. Imagine that. 2d6 plus 2 strength 5 impact hits, and not only that, they'll all be in range of Crom. And Crom will give them all devastating attacks. A devastating charge. Holy shit. That's dead unit. Right? Well, unfortunately, only the freaking Fluffy went in. The other two failed the freaking charges. Are you... on Swift Stride. It wasn't even that far. What the fuck? Damn. Damn. Alright. He decides he's gonna move his Dryads like really close to my Goblins, so I'm in good range where I could release the Fanatics in a turn or two, or if he stands and shoots, I'm not really worried. But I move the other Goblins into ranks to kind of countercharge if he does get in and breaks me. I could countercharge into a flank, and that would be pretty decent. Magic Phase, I got 4 power dice. Go ahead and I throw Flaming Swords on this unit here. I'm going to go ahead and kill me some Dryads here. Even with their +1, whatever. No, they don't have +1. Anyways, Shooting Phase. Actually, he was close enough for me to release the Fanatics. I release the Fanatics. I throw one. One gets through. The other one stops short. And that's exactly what I wanted. But the one that goes through only kills 1 Dryad. What a bastard. These guys shoot, and they end up only killing off 2 more Dryads. What a bastard. What the hell? Alright. Over here, impact hits. Boom! Just takes out the 5 in the back. Fuck those 5 guys, right? And then he goes ahead and he swings. He rolls 3 lethal strikes. 3. Oh shit! He almost kills my chariot. My chariot goes, and again, I'm right by Crom. So Crom is giving me +1 attack. So my dogs get +1 attack each. My riders get +1 attack each. I am going in with like 10 attacks on this goblin, and I end up killing off 5 more guys. Holy shit. Oh, if Koopa or the other chariot would have went in, this unit would have been dead. That unit would be dead. But he is steadfast. He's going to stick. And, yeah. Damn. That chariot's going to die. Crom goes ahead and does 2 impact hits onto the bird. Misses all the other attacks because the bird is some freaking weapon skill 5. and Crom is 2, and the bird gets away. He runs away, but he gets away. And yeah, that's kind of how the table looks at the moment. It's gonna go ahead and start off his turn. Sylvan Elves turn 3. Sylvan Elves turn 3. He charges his freaking Thicket Beast into the fail charged Koopa, and I was like, Koopa's fleeing. Fuck it. Koopa runs through the building, through my orc chariot, comes up this side, and he's like panics. And I was like, dude, Koopa is insignificant, and nobody cares. Nobody cares about Koopa. He's kind of like that fat friend who annoys everybody, but they don't really care if he, stops showing up. Just one day they'll be like, where did he go? I don't know. He used to come around all the time. And then you find out he got married to like some really hot chick. Anyways, so he redirects into Crom, and Crom's like, I don't care, man. He charges his Tree Father into my goblins here. Why did I turn? I fled. He charges here, and I could have stuck, but I decided to flee. And because it wasn't that far to run into my rock, through all my goblins and pop out the other side. This is a flag scenario, and I believe the flags I picked were I want to say it was the War Dancers, the unit that the Wolf Chariot is in right now, and I think the Dryads, to be honest. I want to say it was the Dryads. No, it was the Dryads, the Thicket Beasts, and the unit the Wolf Chariot's in. That's what it was. But anyways, he charges here, and I run because he picked all my goblins. So I'm like, alright, screw it. I'm just going to go ahead and flee. As you can see, I fled through the cave goblins, fled through my common goblins, popped out the other side over here. I'm safe. I'm not giving up my banner. And nobody panicked. Guys, it's an ambulance. It's another ChiHammer ambulance. A Chi-ambulance. Alright, guys. Anyways, that's about it. He fails that charge, and then over here he ends up running into my Fanatic. I think he just did it to get it out of the way. These guys weren't. I don't even think these guys get in combat the whole game, to be honest. So I don't think it mattered. But the Cownado ends up killing off 5 of his spearmen here. Over here, as you can see, this is kind of how it looks. He failed his charge. I think he tried to redirect into the bolt thrower and failed it horribly. Magic Phase got 4 power dice. He goes ahead and gives these guys. I don't remember the spells. I don't think it was toughness though. But he gives these guys something. And close combat, they just go ahead and kill off my Wolf Chariot before I get to swing. And it's gonna go ahead and start off turn 3 Orcs and Goblins. Turn 3 Orcs and Goblins. I charged the Dragon Rammer into the frickin' rallied bird. I charge Crom into those guys, and they decide to stick. Yeah, I move my Black Orcs up basically towards the center of the table. I keep my goblins on the hill to shoot whatever the hell they want to shoot, and my other goblins rallied. This is all going well. Yeah, Magic Phase got 5 power dice. I go ahead and I do another Enveloping Embers, and I burn more Rangers. I kill 5 more. Oh god, that's brutal. Alright, Shooting Phase. I'm going to shoot these guys into his Dryads. End up killing off 3 of them. These guys over here are going to go ahead and shoot at his Dryads. They end up killing off another couple. 4 more, actually. And, yeah, that's just making that unit ineffective. But I got to kill him. I got to get the freaking flag points for this. Over here, close combat, freaking Crom just destroys those freaking remaining guys. They could not wound him. And I'm just going to leave him up there. I think I chased them. That's why. I don't know. Maybe I left the flank on purpose. I don't remember why I did this. I think I didn't want to give up a flank to the Thicket Beast or the Blade Dancer, so I stayed facing this way. And it's going to go ahead and start off turn 4 Sylvan Elves. Turn 4 Sylvan Elves. He's going to charge here into the, to the Bolt Thrower. He only needs like a 5, and he rolls Snake Eyes, and he fails this charge. Oh man. It wasn't that far, to be honest. It charges into my chariot with the Dryads. I wasn't, or not the Dryads, the Thicket Beast. I wasn't too worried. I didn't flee. I thought I could, but I didn't want to, because if he did charge and overruns into my Black Orcs, Koopa will charge in the next turn, and I'll destroy him. He charges here into Crom. And I'm like, interesting. He does have his general, he does have his BSB, but that unit has nobody left, and he is not strong enough. He's basically looking for sixes. He's not strong enough to do damage to me. So I'm like, this is very interesting. The one thing he'll have a charge, a big flank, and 2 banners. So he has 4 combat res coming in, but we'll see how that goes. And he moves the other eagle into the way of the black orcs, so I can't countercharge. He moves closer with the dryads and the other ranger, or the other spearman blocks, and the war dancers. I don't know why the war dancers didn't go in. Magic phase, he got 7 power dice, and basically I just stopped stone skin. I don't think it mattered if I stopped stone skin, to be honest, but I don't remember what his spells were, man. I really don't. All I know is he has stone skin. I don't even think he had summer regrowth, to be honest. He might have had the damage spell, but he wasn't casting it. I don't remember. Anyways, close combat. Over here, he goes ahead and he attacks. He actually gets off 2 lucky 6s. He gets 2 wounds through. I go ahead and I attack back, and holy crap, man. Holy crap. He had 9 guys going in. Now he has 4. Oh, man. I think he actually wins combat, though. Nope. I Thunderstomp. And since there's only 4 guys left, or no, wait, how's that go? No, I take it back. I Thunderstomp killed off a bunch of guys, and I picked out specifically his BSB with my attacks, and I end up doing only 1 wound onto his BSB, which he has a charge, a big flank. No, he doesn't have a big flank anymore. Charge, flank, 2 banners. So he has a 4, and then he has 2 wounds. So I put him at 6 combat res. And he ran in with 9 guys, now he only has 4. So he lost 5, and I did a wound on his BSB. We're at a push. We're at a tie, an even tie. And I just turn over Crom like this, give my Dragon Rammer a little space to get in, and Dragon Rammer killed the frickin' bird. And as you can see, those Treekin tripped over the fence. Oh, man. Oh, man, this is going to be brutal. It's going to start off turn 4, Orcs and Goblins. Turn 4, Orcs and Goblins. The Iron Boys are coming in, and you know what? He angled it just in such a way where I don't have to hit my Fanatic. I didn't care if I did, actually. It was at a point where I was like, I don't care if I hit my Fanatic because it won't kill enough. Charge Dragon Rammer in, and they're both going to get in, of course. Random movement. This guy runs into the frickin' rock anyways and dies. Magic Phase got 6 power dice. Go ahead and I do a Ruby Ring past everybody into those freaking War Dancers. Kills all the War Dancers. I want to say it kills them all. Might have just killed 1. I think it killed 1. Okay, never mind. Flaming Swords. Throw it onto this unit here that's staring at that Tree Father. Does nothing really. And then the Fireball attribute. I end up shooting it over here at his freaking War Dancers. Over here, shooting phase, I'm going to go ahead and start shooting these guys. All these guys, they didn't even move, but I shoot all 37 shots into those Dryads. I need to get rid of those Dryads, and boom, they are gone. Don't have to worry about them anymore. All right, cool. They got 1 of the banners. Now I'm cooking. I got 2 of the banners. I got the one that Crom just killed, and I got this one over here. Over here, Crom, Dragon Rammer ends up ramming off 2 of the guys. Cannot wound the remaining wounds onto his general and BSB. They do have like a 1-up or 2-up armor and ward save or regen save, so that happens. Anyways, so I do a wound. I did 1 wound onto his general. He goes ahead and he swings back, and he just does all the attacks onto the Dragon Rammer, kills the Dragon Rammer outright, and I Thunderstomp and I don't do anything. So I have a charge and 2 wounds. He has 4 wounds. I actually lose combat because he has 4 wounds and a BSB, but I stick, and it's going to go ahead and start off turn 5 Sylvan Elves. Turn 5 Sylvan Elves. He's going to charge its Koopa. Now I did this on purpose because these guys were facing the rear of Crom. So I moved Koopa right into the rear, facing a frontal charge from these Thicket Beasts. I figured Koopa gives Crom 1 chance of actually living this next turn. So Koopa's going to go ahead in here and help out his buddy. He needs to help out his buddy here. Alright. Over here, this guy's going to charge in again, and I think he failed it again. He eventually gets in. I don't know if this is the turn he does. Oh, he does. He does. He gets in here. He decides to charge the spearmen over here all the way into my black orcs because he sees that the black orcs have a free charge into his flank of his general's bunker. So he's like, I gotta go in here and break these black orcs. So he gets in here, and basically this is how the table looks. He got into Koopa, and anyways, Magic Phase got 8 power dice, and he does not have Druidism. That's what it was. That's why I keep forgetting what he had. It's because he didn't have Druidism. Oh my god, he had freaking Shamanism. And he goes ahead and he casts freaking Totemic Summon. And the Totemic Summon comes up behind my Cave Goblins here. And that sucks. I tried to stop him. I rolled all my dice. That's why we didn't have pictures. Because he kept trying to throw the freaking Totemic Summon up. And it kept stopping it. He was putting +1 toughness on his units. But he was doing it through Shamanism. Anyways. So he pops up the Totemic Summon. Totemic Summon breathes fire onto these guys. Kill a bunch. You'll see a picture later. Over here, close combat, he just rips apart my freaking my bolt thrower. But his overrun, he angled it wrong, and the overrun, he ends up running crooked like so, just missing my cave goblins. Holy shit, I lucked out. But at the same time, I still have flaming swords up. I would be able to maybe do some damage through that. Over here, close combat, Koopa ends up doing 1 wound onto his Treekin here. His Treekin cannot wound Koopa, and he has a charge, and I have a wound. It's a push. Koopa has successfully protected the ass of Crom. Over here, close combat, his spear guys kill one of the Black Orcs. The Black Orcs go back, and oh my god, they just rip them apart. Holy crap! I think like 14 or 15 wounds, maybe. They pop. They're gonna run away. Actually, of course they're gonna run away, and I'm not gonna chase because I want to help out Crom. I gotta get that general bunker, and it's gonna go ahead and start off turn 5 Orcs and Goblins. Turn 5 Orcs and Goblins. I'm gonna charge into the flank. Crom is holding those guys steady. He's gonna charge right in there, and now I call out the Wog. I cannot miss this charge. I got a Wog. I gotta get in. I'm gonna just freaking rip them apart and get those points, and they get in. And I don't care that I'm taking DTs in the forest. I took I think 4 DTs or something like that. Nope, one DT, and there's another chariot. There's another chariot. I don't know why I said chariot. There's another ambulance. ChiHambulance. Alright. Magic Phase got 11 power dice. And this is kind of how the table looks at the moment. Koopa's still holding those guys up. Both my Cave Goblin units are being threatened by monsters. I turn one around. Turn them both around. No, the Goblins on the left, I decided to walk past his line of sight of his Tree Father. So now the Tree Father is not facing those Goblins. The other Goblins turn around. They're going to have to shoot the Totemic Summon. Anyways, Magic Phase, I go ahead and I threw a Flaming Sword bubble to give them both Flaming Sword here. These guys are going to shoot, and I totally forgot I gave them a Flaming Sword bubble, and I only do one wound. Over here, these guys shoot, and they end up picking off his freaking Treekin, and I end up doing 7 wounds. 7 wounds onto these Treekin, and it was just brutal. Just burned them to a crisp. Over here, Koopa! Koopa, you fat bastard. Koopa ends up doing like 3 wounds. 3! He ends up doing 1 wound to Koopa, but he fails. He fails his. He's not stubborn, so he fails his leadership check, and he runs away. And Koopa eats the unit. Holy shit, Koopa, you fat fuck! I love you, you fat bastard. I totally miss you. All right, over here, close combat. He ends up doing 1 wound onto the idol, Crom. He ends up doing 2 wounds onto Crom, and between Crom, the Black Orcs. I didn't even challenge. I just went at him. I was like, I don't need a challenge. I could just try to kill him outright. I did great weapons, thunderous charge, or devastating charge, and I just ripped him apart. And I killed the guy who was on the corner, which I think might have been his general. And yeah, those guys are dead. I'm gonna overrun, and I believe I hit into his other. No, I don't even overrun. I think I just stick because I got this. And at this time was called. 3rd ambulance, by the way, guys. ChiHambulance. It kind of ruined my steam. I went to roll, and then all of a sudden the ambulance comes, and it's just like ruins my freaking mojo. Anyways, guys, it was a brutal victory for Orcs and Goblins. I think I got max points, like 25 or 24 or whatever it was on this scenario. I got this scenario. He didn't kill my Goblins, and he only has one turn left, so he'll kill one unit of Goblins. But we ran out of time anyways. So it was a massive Orc and Goblin victory. Yeah, they actually worked out way better than I thought. I gotta give MVP right away to Crom. Crom was just, I mean, like, look at the points. Look at those fucking points, alright? So let's go over this really quick. Crom got first in points on this game, 1530. 1530. He did damage to an eagle. He finished off a unit of rangers or spear blocks. He finished off the rangers. He freaking was working on the general and the BSB, and he was just destroying. Holy shite. Wow. And you know, that tough 8 is just such a hard thing to deal with. When people talk crap about the idol, you know, it's okay. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's okay to talk crap about the idol, because the idol is a different type of monster. It is not the same monster as a spider or the giant. It is a totally different monster, but it has a totally different respect in my eyes now because how tough it is. Its toughness is its biggest defense. Not only that, but the buffs you're getting to everybody else around it, if surrounded by the right units, can do a shit ton of damage. And it's shown here that I'm getting 1500 points from just Crom itself, from the Idol of Chicken. Next up would be the Black Orcs at 1200, and then Baxter, that fucking pyromaniac, 710 points. And yeah, after that it all just kind of trickles down to the 200s. Koopa took a 230. Actually, he should have, I have this wrong, I have to correct it. He took out the whole unit of Thicket. Oh, it is 230 points for Thicket Beast. 230 points for Thicket Beast. Bazooka and the Horde took 450. Cave Goblins took 242. And the Dragon Rammer around the same. And Fluffy always takes less for some reason. And yeah, that's how it looks. Guys, this is an incredible round 1. Let's see how I do round 2. Round 2, I end up playing Neil and the Beast Herds. Neil is part of Team Mexico. So we'll see how this game goes. And besides that, I hope you guys are enjoying this. I enjoy making them. And guys, I'm going to Salamanca, Spain. I need your help. If you guys can donate to my channel, donate to my Patreon, or donate to my GoFundMe. My GoFundMe has $0 up right now, but if you guys enjoy the content I'm giving you, I want to give you content from overseas, and it helps me get out there, so that way I can continue doing it, hopefully every year, hopefully, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, if this year I don't get much help, I'm probably going to have to stop going, because I can't afford going every year that way. Anyways, but if you guys enjoy my content, please, I mean, I would like for you guys to help assist me, show your appreciation by giving a tip. So anyways, guys, besides that, I hope you guys enjoy this, and hit like, hit subscribe. I already said the MVP, and I think that's about it. If you guys have any comments or feedback, leave it in the comment section below, and I will be making as many battle reports as I can this week, but I am at work all week this week, so it's kind of hard for me to find the time in between appointments, but I'll try. Alright guys, hope you enjoy it. See you guys next time. Peace.